Struggling to pay off your student loans? We have an answer. iHunt. With iHunt, slay monsters in your spare time to pay off credit cards, get caught up on your student loans, or just have a little me money. iHunt. Be a hero. You pick the hours. Are you unemployed?
And live. All right, and welcome to the second session of iHunt. I am Michael Matthews. I will be the director tonight. If we want to go around and introduce yourselves and your characters, we can go by how we are in the bottom of Foundry.
Oh, again, me. I am Cass. They, them pronouns. My character is Ezra, also they, them pronouns. And they are a tenured music professor that does DJing and producing at night, playing clubs and festivals in the area, and kind of has the personality of a cactus.
Does right to me.
All right, and Kirst.
Hi, I'm Kirst. She, her pronouns. I am playing Morgan. She is, who uses she, they pronouns. Morgan is a PhD candidate in gender and sexuality. And she is an Evelina, which means she kind of does book stuff and magic stuff for fighting monsters.
All right, and Alexa.
Hi, I'm Lexa, she, her. I play Summer, who's also she, her. She's a beautiful alcoholic walking disaster who likes to beat stuff up to feel better about herself.
I'm Z, he, him pronouns. I play Quinn, he, they pronouns. Quinn is currently in school, trying to figure out what he wants to do, what their life is going to be like, trying and failing to hold down a job for more than like a week at a time. He swears it's not his fault, and most of the time he's not lying. He's a bit of a social butterfly, hasn't really settled down, and kind of secretly wants to, but he'd let you pull out his fingernails and teeth and toenails before he'd ever admit it.
All right, and do we want to do a recap over what had happened last session?
So, last session, they had picked up a job about from their demonic friend, and he's got this sort of low-level vampire that he wants taken out to send a message. So they are currently at the Rose, which is a club in Hudson Heights, which is the sort of like nightclub area of a place called Hudson Hills, which is the fancy part of town. You know, all the money is there, all the eyes are there, and so this is where those folks come to spend their money, and so the iHunt team has sort of been scoping out the area, figuring out what's up, and finally their mark has come into the club. They're probably not going to murder him here. They're just trying to get their ends, you know, get to know people, scope the land, that sort of stuff. And so as of the last beat of last week, the mark has arrived.
However, a few things happened before the mark arrived, some of which are still a little bit in play. Do y'all remember some of the people that you met and ran into?
So I forget his name, unfortunately,
Creepy
but
douchebag McDouche.
yes.
Y'all don't know his
Yes.
name. He's just the
Oh,
creepy. Yeah, yeah. None of you've heard his name. Just how he acts.
um. So this guy tends to be creepy in clubs. This is not the first club that this guy has been creepy in around them. And so um, he was sort of he had seen Summer and they'd gotten in a fight previously with him. Um, Also, I don't know. I know he has a name, um, but there was also Morgan's friend.
Naira Mora.
Iramora, yeah.
Yeah, and so that was awkward again. And then I think it was also Morgan who had found the guy who
Yeah.
was sort of the low level dealer.
Um, well, Travis Malahand is someone that I helped out in the past,
Yes,
and I kind of
Travis.
talked to him, and he helped me find someone who was a dealer who turned out to be the guy who we were hunting.
All right.
Also, I think we just need to accept that Shirzak is our sugar daddy.
Sugar demon. So at this point, we have got Naira is talking with Morgan, um, because she's now convinced that Quinn is not seeing Morgan. Um, I believe Summer the dance floor just recently got filled. I believe to keep Summer from having to deal with that. I gotta be honest. Part of me is looking forward to him either becoming a monster or hiring the group, like not knowing it's y'all, to hire someone for like a monster problem. And I don't know which one's gonna be funnier.
I I have to confess, I already kind of thought this dude was being a scummy douchebag because he was like a vampire or something.
No, he's just a real life.
He's just a
douchebag.
douchebag.
Yeah, like right now, he's just reoccurring douchebag. That's
that
that would actually
he doesn't
be
even have a name yet.
on the call sheet. That would be because occasionally actors show up and they've got really embarrassing names. Like, "Hi, I'm Schlubby Guy." It's like, all right, Schlubby Guy, here's your stuff. We're just gonna call you Schlubby for the rest of the day. Is that okay? Okay. Yeah, so Gabor, who is the vampire that you're looking in, now beforehand, remember, several people had sort of come in and they were the ones who were kind of keeping like scoping an eye out. Who, when Gabor came in, Ezra was able to kind of scope them, giving him a bit of like a thumbs up, like things are okay. He goes towards the bar. Who is still? Is anybody still at the bar? Is Summer still there?
I'm still DJing, so I took my little selfie.
Summer, you muted if.
Sorry. So what Summer did was, she's grabbed her big bottle of alcohol that cost her nothing, and has just sort of like strode off into the dance floor to create a tiny degree of like separation between her and the rest of the gang, so she can like just keep an eye, because she knows that she's not like needed until shit goes down. So she's just watching, but also she's enjoying herself.
Just got the peanuts. Like, do you need anybody to hit? Okay, no, I'm good. Tell me when you need to hit something.
She'll be like dancing, grinding against people, drinking, just watching from the distance. It's fine.
Yeah, so you're out there, and he goes up to the bar and like leans forward, orders something. That the bartender goes and pours something. And after a moment, now here's the thing: only one person is gonna recognize this person. I am stealing an idea from Project Dark, which is a thing called eavesdrops. So I need so you can overhear a conversation between two NPCs without me reading it. It's more fun if players do. So I can use 2 volunteers to read something, which I will open up for you.
We didn't get there, but Quinn is pretty close to the bar. I think at this point, Quinn is probably getting a drink.
Quinn will be in a good place to overhear. All right, we have do we have two people to read a quick thing I'm going to pop up? We have one person for Gabor and one person for Gail Jordan.
I'll do one.
Okay. I will show this to folks. So something should have
This
just
is in
popped up.
Foundry, yeah?
What?
Foundry, yeah?
Yeah, did something just pop up for everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Gail Jordan. This is something that Summer, I don't know if you turned back to the bar to take a look. Gail Jordan is the vampire who you hooked up with on Fumbler.
Ah, shit.
The one where, like, things seem to go pretty well with it. Anyway, right now, she comes in and kind of goes straight up to the bar right next to Gabor. Who wants to do Gabor and who wants to do Gail?
I'll do Gabor.
Yeah, I'll do Gail.
All right.
They sent you.
I drew the short straw.
You don't rank. They send you to meet with me.
Imagine what they think of how you rank.
So?
Not a chance in hell.
Cowards.
Stupid isn't the same as courageous. Hey, Tinia, can I get my usual?
One of us here has the power to make these things happen. One of us has the courage to take what belongs to them. One of us isn't afraid of what we are, of what we can become. One of us didn't let their ambition die when their heart stopped beating. Why are there so many ones and none of them are you?
We don't fuck with demons.
We've ripped demons apart.
Not him.
More for us then.
Good luck getting yourself killed.
He can't leave the business district. He has no power here.
All right.
Womp womp.
At which point she kind of rolls her eyes and kind of settles back, grabs her drink, and is like looking out over the dance floor. Summer, when she looks out over the dance floor, what are you doing?
My mind went so many places that are all bad. Can I roll to see if I notice them? To see if I'm not in some like awkward position? Or can I look cool?
No, actually,
roll to look cool.
Or tell you what, let me double check your character sheet stuff real quick. What I might do, and this is one of those things. Remember that you can self.
Compel?
Yeah, self compel. I'm gonna go ahead and self compel you for never stand still. Otherwise, I'll start thinking. You cool with that? You can always spend a fate point to stop. That means like you are dancing to the point where you've gotten into it enough and you are not paying attention because they're all going to be able to take care of that stuff because your job is to hit things. Where shortly after you feel like someone kind of come up behind you and then whisper in your ear, "I missed you."
I'm probably dancing up against someone and then another person, and then like I do that thing where I'm not holding the bottle to my lips, I'm like holding it like a foot above me and like pouring it into my mouth.
Oh, it's the look at me.
I get like the tap on my shoulder and it just does not hit my mouth at all, and like I spin around like, oh, you, hi.
She just kind of smiles and she goes, "Want to dance?"
Sure, hi.
All right, what is everyone doing? Gabor is sitting there, kind of having a drink at the bar and looking really pissy.
I'm going to start wrapping my setup because, I notice things are getting. I'll probably need it on the floor and not up on stage, so I'm just gonna start winding it down, thanking the crowd, doing that type of thing.
And they've got like the person coming in for the post show just to sort of, "I'm DJ Steve," and gets up there and like just knows what to play to kind of keep them there, but nothing exciting. You start rapping down, and there's like a lot of cheers and stuff from the dance floor.
So I assume because Quinn was still like in the area that they heard Travis be like, "Yo, this is the dude." Um,
Oh yeah, it
when he
was
first
pointed
walked
out.
in.
Yeah, was pointed out.
So um, Quinn is gonna sidle up to Gabor and be like, "So I hear you're the guy to talk to if I want to have some real fun." And Quinn makes a point of sort of um,
Oops, ignore that.
like
Ignore that. I was thinking I could double check the skills there. Okay.
to sort of like flash either like an expensive watch or like maybe like a glimpse of $100 bill. Like Quinn knows to not like come out and say it, but Quinn wants to make sure that Gabor notices that like Quinn isn't just gonna be interested in a cut of the shitty low tier shit.
Yeah, go ahead and make a socialite roll. Like you're only probably going up against a what makes sense here. Probably a 2, since you're not somebody who knows.
Social. Oh, that is not a thing that I do. Well, this is just gonna be a flat roll then.
Do you want to tap an aspect? You've got the aspects on. So we've got like some of the aspects on the thing itself. Was summer worn with a plum? Was a plum? Was that
That was
here?
when I flooded the dance
Yeah.
floor.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that was.
I can imagine high rollers working.
Hmm? Oh, you just click on your skill. Yeah. Do you want to activate like an aspect, either one of yours or one of the uh, you've got like the Hudson Hills aspects there. You've got the ones for the rose itself.
Okay. Hold on. I just need to. So, I'm not quite sure what would make sense here. I think perhaps also for. I'm just not quite sure what would be super relevant here.
Well, some of it could just be like because like, you're somebody who doesn't know asking to like get some drugs. But like you got stuff with the clubs who won yuppies. My God, the yuppies could be like, oh, you're just a yuppie who's heard about it and got some money. For the rose itself, you've got like dark and edgy, like a Roll the Darkness club. You've got a little bit of scum in there or high rollers. It
Yes.
could have.
So I think it's definitely very much going to be playing on like the idea of this being, super like more upscale, more catering towards, sure. And Quinn is totally dressed to the nines in this regard.
Okay, so for the high
This
roll,
is, Quinn made a point when they picked out their outfit for the night. This is genuinely expensive, like silks, cotton, like the whole, like, this is an outfit put together not only because the Rose is, a goth club, but everything about the way Quinn is presenting themselves in this situation is,
okay.
I have a lot of money and a lot of resources.
So
and,
you're getting the high rollers.
yeah.
All right.
And that's, that's why they're here. They're here because this is a place with a reputation for catering to people like that.
Yeah, he looks you over for a moment and goes, it depends on what you're looking for. We have quite a bit of, well, we've got stuff for somebody. Kind of like nods over at like the biker that was there earlier and some of the college students there. He goes, you strike me as someone who prefers something a little more bite than that.
Quinn gives a sort of wry smile and goes, Yeah, you could say that. Um, and Quinn sort of lowers his voice. Um, See, I've been here a little bit and I've been asking around, and you have a reputation for, you know, having good stuff, clean stuff with my means can enjoy without so much stress. I if I was looking for something run of the mill, I'd go find someone on the corner, if you catch my drift.
He goes, I think we have some of what you need, and he just sort of like reaches into a pocket, pulls out like there's like a small baggie. I'm assuming some coke or something in it. Um, Goes, that will be, and then he gives you an appropriate price for that amount of cocaine. A little more expensive to fleece the people, but the being is my own. I have no experience there. Like it's a little on the steep side, but then again, he is in yuppie land, so in this area, tons of people can be there. So why not charge a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, Quinn's good for it. Doesn't
Quinn's good for it.
doesn't.
My rent might be a problem, but we should be killing him to get that back.
And also remember, Quinn called his mom. I was not joking when I said that Quinn was getting drug money from his mom.
Okay.
Make mama's money work for us.
Exactly. You know, Quinn doesn't call home. Quinn doesn't ask very much because the more he relies on his family, the more his family wants to butt in on their business, and they hate that. But
Okay, so
needs must and all that.
so he gives you a bag, grabs the money from you, and goes, "It's nice to do business with you," and kind of nods over at one of the guys that had come in earlier, and goes, "In the future, if you are looking, that is one of the people. I am not normally the one who's here."
Well, I appreciate that information for next time. Is this usually a place where I can find your associates?
You'll often find my associate here. He kind of like looks around and goes, "There's good hunting here."
Um, Quinn gives him a look that Quinn has to play the right balance of being surprised and interested because Quinn, can't. Quinn can't let on that they know who this guy is.
Oh yeah,
but it's one of those things that like Quinn is very much projecting the idea of like being into it and being interested.
Yeah, he just kind of turns away at that point because he's got the stuff that he's been talking about on his mind, and just Tanya, another one.
And so Quinn is gonna have another drink and is just gonna sit and is trying to, he's already overheard this one thing and they're just sort of gonna be here, have a drink, subtly, it's not the sort of place that you have to like hide, but like it's one of those like convenient wipes the face kind of maneuvers. Anybody who knows anything knows what's going on, but there's enough possible deniability.
Yeah, place nearby. So Morgan and Ezra, what are you two up to?
I really like the idea that I'm talking to Naira when Travis comes over to talk to me.
Yeah, so she's sort of like talking to you. Kind of wants to get you out on the dance floor, and then Travis heads over.
Yeah.
Remind me about Travis. It's been.
So Travis was the guy who I helped out in the past, who was gonna hook me up. with drugs.
Oh yeah, he had pointed out
Oh, he point.
Gabor to Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah, he just comes up and goes, "You good?"
Um, I was actually looking for another friend. I try and like signal to Summer.
And you see Summer's got this just strikingly beautiful woman who's sort of dancing on her on the dance floor.
We can't have that.
Are you going to try to get Summer's attention?
Yeah.
Okay. And Cass, as you kind of end your set, where are you headed?
I am going to put my uh stuff, like my bag and stuff, in the locker in the back, and then I'm gonna, you know, pull my hair back up, make my way out to, the crowd, to the bar, kind of to Quinn and see what's going on, because money moves a little bit faster in here, and I understand that everyone else is a little bit more poor.
Okay. So you go over and find Quinn, and I think
Yeah.
Morgan, are you interrupting Summer?
Yeah. Because poor Summer, of course I have to.
Yeah. So
Summer's
Gail's like, "What are you doing later tonight?"
oh god. How crude is Summer is my question for myself. Probably comes out with an awful fucking line with just being like, well, I'm gonna be doing you, obviously, and like just offers the alcohol.
Yeah. He just sort of smiles because like you get your strength back pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, I'm assuming, is there Morgan and Naira kind of at your elbow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Summer will notice unless you like tap.
Like I like tap on Summer's shoulder.
I'm gonna refill my drink. I'm listening.
And then like I turn and I'm like, oh hey, hi. Yeah. Then like looks between the two of them like, okay, how do I meld my two worlds together? And just doesn't, and is just like, so you need something?
I think I found the hookup, and I kind of do the. It's how I imagine the.
Right. I look at my what's my vampire friend's name?
Gail?
Gale. I look at Gale and just say, do you want a party?
Always up to party.
Okay, wait right here, and like just does the awkward like little dance but backing away at the same time.
And then Nyara
no.
kind of, as usually Nyara kind of leans into Gail's. Hi, I'm Nyara. Gail's like, hi, are you friends with Morgan? She goes, I have no idea who Morgan is. And then Nyara kind of looks at you a little quizzically. Are you friends with the other one?
Hi, I'm Morgan.
Hi, I'm Gail. She looks like decidedly less interested in the two of you than she had been in Summer just a moment ago. And
I mean, at least there's not going to be the awkward thing where Summer and I leave and then they go and hook up, at least.
So I said, Summer, you said you were headed towards the bar?
Yeah, but also like looking around for whatever I was just told about.
Okay, well, we have got for Ezra and Quinn at the bar, and you got Gabor just kind of like has a drink, but just is sitting there, just kind of looking angry, and like picks up the phone at one point and goes, "No, apparently we're doing it alone. I told you we don't need them. We'll talk later. The restaurant."
Where is Quinn right now?
Well, I would say probably at this point, Ezra has found their way to Quinn, If what are the two of you doing, and then Summer will be able to.
All right, cool.
So I'm gonna kind of go up to Quinn, sit next. I don't know if Quinn's standing, sitting. I'll just kind of hang out and just ask what's been going on. Subtly going, hey, how's things looking for the night, and see what intel there is.
So in very sort of like at first, just very vague general stuff. And then after a second, Quinn gets a refill on the drink and sort of takes Cass into one of those nice shady dark corners where nothing goes, where, club corners, and like gives the scoop. And basically Quinn is feeling like, yeah, it was a good thing that, like, we're not here to start shit tonight, and it's important that we try not to start shit, because it seems that there's a little bit of perhaps vampire family conflict going on. And also, while in that dark corner, Quinn is going to send a text off to their mutual demonic friend. Because it sounds like something that's going down here is bigger than just, their mark. Mm-hmm. And, seems to be the sort of thing that maybe he should know about.
Okay.
And I'm going to text you the pictures I got, because I took a selfie, but I took a few and I grabbed a little clip of video so that we could have something to help us out, like visuals and stuff. So I'll send that to you, and then you can pass it along.
Question: can I see Gabor in it?
Should be able.
Mm-hmm.
In the picture.
Yeah, vampires show up in pictures.
Okay.
And also, there's a mirror behind the bar. You can see Gabor in that as well.
I, as a player, have to ask, because the whole entire point of iHunt is that is that some rules apply and some rules don't, and I'm trying to figure out what rules apply.
True.
Like,
I stabbed him in the heart. Will that kill him? I mean, it will kill most things. Like, I would be more concerned if it doesn't kill him.
Is pretty fatal in most situations.
Oh.
How do I know it's a vampire? I stabbed in the heart. That kills people too, right? Oh.
There's my information for BatClan so far. Just to refresh everyone.
Okay.
What is your information if you want to read it?
They care about the sun, so they'll be burned by the sun. They can do soul reading. They can look at someone and judge their soul, what someone feels guilty about, or cracks in their mental armor. They have the kind of Vampire the Masquerade bite. You get bit, you have euphoria. And they can usually hear surface thoughts. Which means all of this trying to be sneaky around him is probably not the best idea.
All right, so yeah, Summer, you definitely see those two go off into one of the corners to talk about this.
Cool. Someone doesn't know who the target is, right? Specifically what they look like?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's told you yet.
Cool. Yeah, she'll follow after them and just be like, cool, I was told things going down, happening, right? Yeah?
I mean, I just got done. I just passed my pictures along to Quinn. Quinn's been in contact with, Sugar Demon.
It's that dude at the bar, by the way, is our mark.
It's going to abuse the shit out of me if Sherzak is constantly referred to as Sugar Demon. That's hilarious.
I think we must now.
Does Quinn actually say that guy at the bar? So Summer looks over. Is like there's like 5 guys at the bar.
Well, pointing out will be not hard.
What, that beanpole guy over there? Right. So what we're gonna?
Mike, I
killing
don't
him
think
in
you
here,
actually
right?
physically described this guy to us.
Oh, I
But
think
I
in
make
the last one, he's actually like fairly well built. Like he looks like he would be like the villain before you get to the end guy in John Wick. Um, like
See.
decently well built. He's got like the beard is kind of sharp and well trimmed. He screams Russian when you see him.
Right. So Jaws over there, that guy. We're not killing him here, right? What's the plan?
So we're definitely not killing him in here. I overheard some mention of a restaurant. There seems to be some sort of thing going down. He seemed like he was trying to get another vampire family involved. He definitely knows about our mutual friend.
That's not good.
There's only so many he's who can't leave the business district. But I've got a feeling there's going to be some amount of urgency. We should probably move sooner rather than later because it seems that they're moving. So yeah, I'm gonna barfly, see if I can keep overhearing anything. Yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing.
Right. So no plans just yet.
No stabbing. No stabbing yet.
Right.
No staking.
Don't do this here.
Ezra, what'd you say?
Don't do this here.
All right.
No.
I'm gonna go blend in and make it look like I'm, enjoying myself. Yeah, just buzz my phone or something if we're on the move. She goes to like turn and back away, then turns around again and says, "And you got drugs?"
Cut back real quick to just Naira goes. So how do you know Morgan's friend? The three of you are just standing awkwardly on the dance floor is what I'm imagining right now because Summer's walked away.
Summer has a look of urgency on her face.
And Gail's just like, we've hooked up a couple times. Are you is it like looks at Morgan? I'm guessing does Morgan look right now like someone who would be a friend of Summer's? Because I think Morgan seems to have shit a little more together, at least, like.
Would Morgan ever look like she's Summer's friend? No.
Yeah, so Gail just goes, "How do you know Summer? You don't seem the type I would imagine Summer out with."
We're coworkers.
At the roller skating. Okay. She goes, "Oh, I'm gonna get a drink," and then just like her drink is full. So rather, it's still mostly full. She goes, "I'm gonna get a drink," and just turns and then heads not in the direction of the bar.
Yeah, Summer's like, "Do you guys have any? Can I score off?"
I am so entertained that poor Morgan gets eternally cockblocked by her iHunt coworkers, despite the fact that literally none of us want her that way.
I was like, well, we met on Tinder. I can't say that. I can't say that in front of Naira.
Do you meet a lot of people on Tinder? That's what it's for. Yeah, sorry, I guess we cut back to Summer asking.
Please tell me you two have got something.
I'm not sure.
No cocaine, no E, no, just the leftovers of a smoked joint, anything.
Look. Give me your frickin' finger.
off his finger.
Quinn is gonna tap out a line for her. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. My mother bought these drugs for us.
I learned it from watching you. Then you should know how to do it better.
Just so hold on. So tapped out from what? Do you have a bag of coke?
Yeah, she. Quinn bought a little baggie. Yeah.
Cool. She like looks at the line on her finger and then at the bag and just says, "I will give you $50 from this score if you give me that bag right now."
Oh, see, you're muted.
You're muted.
I mean, between the fact that I have taken all I'm going to take of it and the friends and family discount, and Quinn just drops the bag right in her hand.
Cool. She snorts the line off her finger, takes the bag, and just immediately walks away. And just walks out, walks over to Morgan, and just goes, "Where did she go?"
I think she went to the bar.
Looks over at the bar.
You do not see her in the direction of the bar.
Looking around.
The problem is there are tons of nooks and crannies, so finding her might take a little bit.
Yeah, and she's hyped up a little bit. Go ahead.
As Summer left, I'm just like, thanks for sharing.
Didn't ask your friends.
Thanks for sharing.
Right now. Fuck. I don't even have her number. Fuck. Someone's gonna wander off looking.
All right, let's cut to Ezra. We want to see what you're up to since we've.
After seeing the drug hoarder take off with the drugs, I'm just gonna head over to the bar because it's been a long night and I think I do deserve a drink.
All right.
So I'm gonna go over there and.
There is an empty spot next to Gabor.
I'll take it.
Okay. He's just. Tanya, I'll have another.
And I'll get Tanya. Tanya?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get her attention and just ask for a mojito.
Okay.
Because I want to be complicated in a yuppie bar.
Yeah, she goes, yeah, one mojito coming up. Yeah, did the manager getting you a check, or have you been taken care of yet?
No.
All right, she just goes, Tom! Tell him to get the check. Okay, just making the mojito. All right, what do you see? Yeah, so Gabor is sort of sitting there looking glum.
So noticing that, I'm gonna be like, what's got your tongue? What's wrong with you? Everyone's having fun. You're just sitting here.
Just kind of goes and takes a look at you. Go ahead and make a socialite roll real quick.
Right.
We'll see how well you do on this. If you, well, you've also got social chameleon.
Yes.
Social chameleon.
Do you want me to roll socialite?
Yep. Damn.
Holy shit.
5. He just stops and he goes, well, you're the DJ who was just playing.
Yeah.
I liked your work.
Thanks. Trying to get out there a little bit more.
I don't think I've seen you here in this part of town too often.
First time over here doing a gig. Heard some good things about this place, reached out, and got a little gig here.
This place is okay. He just kind of looks around and goes, this is where you have the yuppies come. You have, this is the new money sort of place. Hopped up thinking they are better than they are. there are more interesting places here in Hudson Hills.
All right, well, money spends the same no matter what. I don't care where it comes from, but
That it does.
I'm interested of these other places. Always looking to expand my horizons.
I like what I heard. Just kind of takes a look and goes, I have interest in a few restaurants and a club or two here in this area.
Okay.
I could see about the tryout. What I heard was good. I hear all sorts of DJs all the time. A lot of them not quite as interesting as the stuff you've chosen.
All right.
Kind of takes a look. So with the 5, I think, yeah, you... Let me check one thing real quick about... I'm trying to remember what is... It succeeds with style in... Yes, RD link. I would open that up.
Also, it was a 6, by the way.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, 6.
You were the one who rolled the 5.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I am just trying to remember real quick which is... Why is the search not working? Oh, you know what? I actually have my cheat sheet up. This is one of those things that I will... Oh, 3+ shifts to succeed with style. You succeeded by more than that. You get an added perk. So yeah, we'll... Yeah, he just kind of goes... We'll give you the aspect on here, I think, that Gabor impressed by you. With... We'll put 2 invokes.
Okay.
Nice.
Is impressed by Ezra. 2 invokes. I will create... Yeah, it just goes...
This really does seem to be the Ezra show. Ezra's just succeeding with style all over the place.
Well, wait a second. For the most part, Ezra's been, like, off on the sides. I was like... Everyone else has been doing stuff so far. I wanted to hear a little bit from Ezra. So yeah, it just goes... yeah, I have a few places I think you could kind of place well at. Kind of goes in and pulls out a business card. Like, literally, it's kind of pretentious. It just says Gabor on the thing, and there's like a number. It's like owner, entrepreneur, blah blah blah. It hands it to you and just goes, I have a few special gigs coming up that I think perhaps try out a few times and then see how it goes.
Sounds good. I'll be in contact.
Okay. There also is a list of on the part of the thing it's got there, but it also has a list of a couple different clubs and a couple different restaurants here in the area. It goes, all right. I think we'll call my person and I will we'll be in touch. I will let them know to expect you. He points out like 2 of the clubs on there. He goes, call them. Tell them Gabor's told them that he's interested.
Will do.
And he just kind of looks and goes, does like a little hand thing up here, and you see a couple of those guys depart from the crowd. And he goes, I'll be going. There's this DJ Steve. Not quite the same.
All right.
And he starts heading towards the exit. At which point Tanya goes, come on, he didn't pay. Tell Tom. Write it down. He just pulls out a thing and then just writes some stuff down on a thing and shoves it in. Here's your mojito, Ezra. Anything else for you?
Well, you said you were looking in on a check for me, but...
Someone will bring it to you.
All right. So I drink my drink and pocket the little business card.
All right. So, Quinn, what you doing?
Yeah. At this point, the business card is probably going to be the best in. And so now that Gabor is gone, and, enough of the line is hidden that, at this point, Quinn is definitely feeling it, but like in the I took a reasonable amount and this high is pleasant, not I just did an entire bag of Coke and I'm regretting my life choices. And so Quinn wants to sort of get everybody together, and then like enjoy their night and have a good time. Because like they're here and they dressed up for this. and
All right. Yeah, so you start to kind of try to gather people up. Like, Morgan, are you and Naira still on the dance floor?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like brush Quinn off a little bit. Like we've just finally got time to ourselves. That we're not getting interrupted.
Be cool, Quinn. Be cool.
Quinn is the most unchill, so Quinn likes to act like he's cool. Quinn is not cool. Quinn is not chill. Quinn is not aloof. Quinn is a hot mess pretending to be put together.
Yeah, so
basically,
what
Quinn
happens when you try to get...
last.
Mhm.
Yeah, Quinn is basically one good loss of fucks away from turning into Summer.
So are you like not taking the hint, or?
I mean, Quinn is gonna go, but less in the fun way and more in the we have things to talk about way.
I swear we're just friends, Naira.
She goes, she kind of leads it. She's like, I got friends who can be like that too.
Quinn blinks up from like the drink drug combo and is like, I mean it though. Like, it would be awkward to date my own adjunct professor. Like, that's how we know each other. Yeah. I'm her student.
Yeah, she just goes, You don't date students?
No.
That's good. That's weird if you do. She goes, but could I call you Professor Black?
Quinn starts does one of those partial spit like you've almost taken the spit take. Oh, I didn't know you were into that, Morgan. Class is awkward.
I didn't know I was either.
I do like the idea of like Morgan blushing at that.
Yeah, I think like when you blush at that, this just devilish grin just crosses Naira's face. She goes, I like that you're shy. And Summer. Speaking of, I like that you're shy. Cut to Summer like a missile.
It probably does that thing where it has the camera fixed on her face and everything else, and so it's her face is completely still in the shot, but the environment around her.
Oh, where it looks like the camera's
looking around,
clamped on your waist, so everything is weirdly moving except you are remarkably still as you're.
And it's wobbling slightly because she's had a line of coke, and so she's just looking around trying to frantically find her date.
Yeah, one of the nooks and crannies. You see her with a group of people. She just reached out and taken a joint and then sort of hands it back.
Seeing this, Summer, like Quinn, is not chill. So are they sat in a booth or something, or they stood up?
No, they're just standing in one of the little nooks and crannies they've got. There are a couple places to sit there, but she's standing up near there.
Okay, so yeah, she just sort of tries to go over and sort of just slide in, leaning against the wall beside her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she just shows the bag slightly.
Oh, she goes,
so talking about my stamina again.
She goes, you have some unusual friends.
Yeah. Have you heard of Bump and Grind? The class.
She goes, do I look like I'm really up on classes at UC San Gennaro right now?
It's fair. Yeah, no, I just they're a professor and just not cool.
Yeah. She just smiles at that and she goes, do you want to stay here or go somewhere else?
Depends how far the somewhere else is.
She goes, well, I don't quite remember where you live.
Oh.
I'm gonna send a group text of I got some information that might be a little important here. And I'll just snap a picture of the business card and send it to the group text.
Summer.
A couple things. Everyone, go ahead and grab a fate point. One, Cass, your timing. Oh, beautiful. Also, Z, the fact that Quinn was like just like nope, we're gonna do this thing, and then Morgan getting all awkward, beautiful on there, and then the whole like the drug fueled like I gotta find the person. So everyone grab a fate point for those things because those made me happy.
I deeply appreciate that for all that we are apparently hunting monsters, really what this is about is that we are all a collective group of hot messes in our own special ways.
I would say, because like I said, the hunting monsters is there to make the hot mess stuff more palatable. And because actually, because Lexa has played in games where a lot of it is the hot mess part of it. Our Persona game had a lot of that. That stuff is fun.
And I do love how everyone constantly acts like I'm a professor, and I'm like, no, I haven't even completed my PhD yet. And I know, like, from real life, that's true because, like, all the PhD candidates that I knew that were teaching, I kind of felt like they were a professor, but also not a professor.
The only people that really have the difference usually are their students at the moment, and they themselves and other professors. Most people don't care.
Right, and I'm not a grad student, so.
All right, so you send the group text. I'm gonna refill my drink. You guys can go ahead and go. I'm listening.
So Summer sort of this is just like my place, right. It's just like sliding awkwardly the phone out of her pocket, just to very quickly check it. Sees that it's not like urgent. And it's just like, yeah, this will deal with that. Slides it back into her pocket.
I don't even look at the message. I just turn off my phone without looking.
God.
Oh no.
And Quinn, are you still over by Morgan, or have you gone back towards the bar? Where Ezra is?
Quinn is definitely back at the bar. Quinn already knew what had been going on with Ezra because Quinn was very much sort of like, I'm definitely not very interested in paying attention to this guy and everything he's saying and doing. Definitely not.
I love how you two are both like, we're on a job. And the other ones are like, I don't think you understand. Tonight could be a good night.
I mean, here's the thing. He's gone now, so the job is over. They've accomplished what they wanted. So now Quinn is ready to have fun.
And I'm just like, it has been a long day. I taught this morning. I DJ'd tonight.
Look, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I got key information.
I'm just like, Ezra's done more to actually help us succeed in this mission than I think anybody else has. So
I'm old and I want a nap.
I'm not old and I want a nap. So that's
Summit
the whole.
is colluding with the enemy, okay, keeping them busy. Spy work right now.
I'm just gonna keep drinking at the bar until they bring me my money because that seems to be the safest.
Yeah. Basically, after a little bit, a little envelope is brought out to you that has a couple hundreds in it.
Okay. That'll help with the car.
And I'm like, if it were a real emergency, Summer would be fighting something, and we'd all notice.
I'm just worried.
That's your bar, huh? That's Morgan's bar for like, is Summer punching? Okay, we're fine.
I'm concerned about douchebag extraordinaire.
Yeah, he's sort of like sulking at the end of the bar with a drink. trying to talk to Tanya, and Tanya he's like, hey, but what? Tanya says that like turn and just like he doesn't exist. She walks over, she's like, what do you want? He's here. Like he's here. He's like, yeah. She's like, what do you want? What do you want? You okay? I got you. Just.
Yeah. Summer's like, they're not using all caps in text yet, so I think it's like fine. It's like, don't have to worry about it. I will tear myself away on like if they start phoning me. That's probably a problem. Yeah, but God, she really wants to take this person home, but at the same time, just like, just I think someone's like, hey, how about I bet I could score like getting us just the two of us hanging out in VIP. That might be like pretty cool, right?
Do you say that to her?
Yeah.
She goes, oh, you and she's kind of laughs. She's, you know some people in the VIP? I've never been in the VIP before.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
I mean, in theory, I probably could get people into the VIP as the show for the night.
I mean, to be fair, we all were put on a special list
You
because we were your friends.
I have an important question. How did we all get here?
That depends. How did you get here? People got there at different times.
I drove myself with my stuff.
I think I would have driven.
Quinn also would have driven, but in the utilizing his I know a person skill to drive in a nicer car than he actually is.
And
He borrowed a friend's convertible for the night.
Nice.
Because, you know, we needed to sell the con from the car to the outfit to the word.
like, you've only had Coke, you might be okay to drive. I'm not really sure how Coke works with that.
I mean, Quinn is also planning on staying until the Coke wears off, unless there's an absolutely urgent reason not to.
unless the Coke tells me otherwise.
Oh, that's right. Someone got the bus directly from work to here, like still in her like office outfit.
So like,
Without the roller
Summer's
skates.
had alcohol and Coke now, so
Yeah, I think Summer's gonna go straight to be like, okay, wait right here, and then just go off, go straight to Ezra, and just be like, hey, can you get me VIP? VIP, really, really important. There's like so many vampires up there. Can you get me in there?
Did you not see the group text?
Yes.
Just like slowly pulls the phone out and looks at the card on the phone and just says, what's that?
That is the big dude we're trying to get here.
Right. Isn't he just over there? Like, just very, like, awkwardly just tries not to, like, not point directly at them. But are they still at the bar? Have they left?
No, he left.
Okay. Good. It says, so... Right, so what do? We call this number, set up a meet?
Well, he wants me to do some gigs as a test out in some private functions. So, you know,
Right.
so that'll get us in and around and closer to these problems.
Right. Cool. So you could, like, phone him and then, like, set up a meet, and then we come with you, and then, you know, just does like a stabbing motion.
I was saying, Quinn, are you there with the two of them right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So when do you want to do that?
I have to call him and set up a gig, so probably tomorrow. I'm not calling people.
Cool. So yeah, about that VIP, like so many I need to kill all of them. I need to do a sweep. I need to make sure this place is safe. It's like...
If you want to fuck the vampire, you just need to say it.
I want to fuck the vampire, okay?
Fine, I'll get you the VIP room.
Yes.
I have to write that down. Just a moment. If you want to fuck the vampire, just say it.
Personality of a cactus. All right. So I guess I flag down Tanya and ask for what I got to do to get the VIP room that was part of the deal.
Yeah, she grabs like a poker chip thing and then just like slides it across to you. This will get you upstairs.
Okay. All right. So I grab it, and once I see Tanya kind of go back to tending the bar, I hand it over. Have fun. Use protection. Don't make vampire babies.
You can do that. Never mind.
I don't think they're in danger of making babies.
I don't know who's some.
You are my favorite of the three, and then just heads off. And just like goes off, grabs Gail's hand, and just pulls her off to VIP.
When you get like the bouncer is this like wall of flesh. Just looks and goes, "What do you want?"
Poker chip.
Oh, hey Gail, you heading upstairs? She goes, "Yeah, Brian." Just head on up.
I feel like I'm being played with, and looks at Gail.
Gail just kind of smiles and go, "I may have been to the VIP section a few times."
But I got this. I got the.
All right, Quinn. What is Quinn up to? You're there with Ezra.
Quinn sort of looks at him and them and says, "Well, we came here for reconnaissance. And looks like you did that better than the rest of us, frankly. I'm impressed. You were up there in the booth the whole night. I see why. I see why you're a performer." And Quinn is just actually genuinely very impressed. This is not sarcastic in any way.
I mean, I've been teaching for a while. I think I know how to talk to people. Students can withhold information. It's just easy to get it.
I mean, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I was planning on enjoying myself now that, went to all the trouble to get down here, get dolled up, all that. Here's what I'll say. Buzz me if you need me.
All right.
I'll be around. And so then what Quinn is going to do next is Quinn is going to go find one of the dudes that Gabor pointed out as like the more general like dealer guys.
Okay. Yeah, one of the other ones are there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of come up and he's just like, "Yeah, what would you like?"
So Quinn is not getting anything white in small Aggies, but does. I mean, we do know he comes hunting around here. So, but yeah, Quinn is going to get and then sneak out back to smoke a good strong joint.
Okay. You get the joint, or do you also bring the guy with you? Are you just getting a joint, or like? I'm not sure if I missed that. Were you getting one of the dealers to go with you, or just by yourself?
To go out and make a deal, yes.
Oh yeah. He goes, yeah. What do you want?
It's probably lame of me. um, and Quinn says a little bashfully, I took the line off the stuff I grabbed from my friend earlier, but anything to smoke?
Yeah, I got it. Just kind of like looks you up and down and goes, "Yeah, I got something." And kind of like it's one of those like, the really pretentious smokers who actually put like their weed in those little cigarette cases, like those really.
Oh,
thin
you mean
ones.
me?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Way to call me out.
I don't mean
Michael.
pretentious. I mean awesome. Do you know those awesome pot smokers?
I have a whole entire kit.
When I was living in New Jersey, I had a friend who got pulled over because he was doing like he was like, why do you have one of those little roller things? He goes, because I roll my own. He goes, yeah, I don't believe you. And he just goes, I spend this much money for a bag of tobacco as opposed to this much money for cigarettes. He just goes, okay, I'll buy that. Yeah, he does a thing where he just goes and just pops open, and there are like some immaculately rolled joints in there. He just goes, "Do you want some? This one's on the house."
Well, that's awful kind of you. So, Quinn lights up, and out of politeness, as it was gifted, offers the first draw.
Okay. Yeah, it goes ahead and like lights it and smokes up, then sort of hands it over. We'll come back to you in a moment, Morgan. So Naira's just like what? I wouldn't picture you of coming here. What brought you to the Rose?
I was here for a job.
She kind of looks like a job. What do you do? Are you an Uber driver or what do you do?
It's something like the Uber drivers. The stipends they give aren't really enough to live off of.
It kind of gives you a look. It's like what, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Like, what kind of job do you have in a club like this?
Let's just say I was here as the designated driver for my friends.
It just kind of gives you a look real quick, and she just goes, "All right, you want to be mysterious? That's fine. I like mysterious." She
The
goes,
designated driver that's now leaving without her friends.
Yeah, she goes, "Do you want to go get a drink?"
Sure, they should be able to get, Ubers, or maybe one of them drove here themselves.
You haven't had a drink yet, have you?
No.
Yeah, she goes, one drink does not undo a designated driver.
So do we go?
Do you want to have a drink and you can watch me? I'll get the drink.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, she heads up and is right over there by Ezra. Yeah. So Summer, what are you two doing?
Summer hadn't particularly thought about, thought any steps ahead, other than just getting my date somewhere private that is also in the building just in case there's an emergency. Now that they're in VIP, she's entirely forgotten about that latter half, and is probably just trying to enjoy the idea of making out with a vampire, and very much just like offering neck, just being like, so you do this here, or you more private? It's no.
She just sort of smiles. She goes, "Right to it. What kind of a girl do you think I am?"
I mean,
And then she pushes you back onto one of the couches as the two. She doesn't bite immediately, but
yeah, I think Summer's self-aware, and so I think
she dancing.
I am very, very invested in Summer's terrible life choices. I just want you all to know how much joy they bring.
like Summer's self-aware enough about herself that she's just like, I know that I'm not smooth, and yet it just like, I think she just like falls back and it's just either like just says either I taste amazing or you really like messy relationships.
And she just goes, she's like, oh, I haven't even tasted you yet. Well, not here.
Cool. I think someone's gonna reach up, grab shirt, and pull in.
All right. Yeah, outside. So the guy that's out there just kind of looks at you and goes, "I don't recognize you from the clubs around here. I would have noticed you." That's to Quinn.
Well, you wouldn't have noticed me as it's my first time.
No.
But I got tired of my old haunts. I'm in school, and I'll put it this way. This is not a college bar.
Oh, so you kind of takes back the pot and just.
Wow. Literally
Just so you're looking for get away a little bit, not deal with the same things, and then hands the thing back.
And it's just, there's a certain level of class I expect with my evening entertainment. And I have to be aware that most of my friends don't have my resources, shall we say, when it comes to being able to enjoy myself. And, a shitty beer at a sports bar every once in a while isn't a bad way to spend an evening, especially in good company. But I thought it was time for me to explore my options. I don't always go out with my friends. Sometimes I'm looking for a different scene. And I like what I see here so far. And I know the DJ who was playing tonight, so decided to come out, try something new.
He just goes, I like what I am seeing here, too. I don't know if you want to have a drink? I am off duty. Looks at the hand, doesn't have a watch on it. Now.
Well, after you. Quinn taps out the joint so he can stick it, in a little. Gets an empty baggie because that's the sort of thing folks like his new friend have.
Okay.
Just so then it can be tucked neatly in a breast pocket out of the way, not going to explode on everything.
All right. Ezra.
All right.
You're like, what else is? Oh.
Everyone's just taking off, doing their own thing. I think I'm gonna pay for my drinks, and then head backstage and grab my stuff and start considering going home because there's not really much left to do for the night, and I do have to teach in the morning.
Okay. Yeah. Do you end up? Do you end up heading outside?
Yeah.
All right. You kind of head outside. And you see there's two guys that are out there, and one of them goes. You just get one of them. They're talking kind of quietly, but you're able to sort of hear them. Is one of them goes, yeah, she's tall, blonde. Then like shows a picture, but you can kind of see it looks like the picture of the person that Summer just went upstairs with. And goes, Gabor wants her taken care of.
I step back inside and kind of go into the quiet spots in the backstage area and pick up my phone and just start calling Summer.
Summer, your phone is buzzing. It takes you maybe a little moment to discover that with other things happening.
Camera shot is probably of like the phone buzzing elsewhere that isn't like the majority of. It's probably like just on the seat next to Summer, and it's like not showing Summer at all. And it's just buzzing. It's not. It's just ringing. You're not gonna get an answer. Oh, because everyone has a personalized ringtone. It's probably just like after the beeps, I guess. Just and then just there's a pause that just says, "How the fuck do I turn this thing?" Beep.
Pick up your fucking phone. You're gonna have some issues. I hang up and then I try calling right away again because as my lights have turned, everything as a warning sign.
Summer, is this one as the fangs sink in? You're not noticing. Let me put it this way. I will give you a fate point if this is as the fangs sink in. You do not notice.
Cool. So can I go over my max? Right, you do, right?
Oh yeah. No. Basically,
Oh,
your refresh is just what you start a session with.
Okay. Beautiful.
You can go above or below that, no problem.
I play a lot of VTM games, and we call this being fang deep. And so basically, yeah, she's fang deep right now.
Right.
Realizing I'm not getting through, I'm just going to pocket my phone, run back inside, and go to the entrance to the VIP. And
on your way there, you probably pass Morgan and Nyara, sort of near the dance floor, and you definitely see Z and one of Gabor's people having a drink at the bar.
I make a mental note that both of those things, Morgan's fine, whatever, awkward dancing on the dance floor, not my problem. I notice, Quinn's doing that thing, and I'm like, you know what? Not my pig, not my farm right now. We got other fucking problems. So, oh boy.
You got that wall of muscle just like looking through there angry just at the front of the VIP section. You rush up?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my deep.
No, he recognizes. I mean, he's been sitting there all night, so he recognizes you from the feature set. He goes, "Hey, Ezra."
Hey, so, quick favor. A friend of mine is upstairs, and I'm a little concerned about her safety. Thank you. Thank you.
Wait. Do you one of us? She okay?
She'll be fine. She can fight for herself, but she needs somebody to knock sense into her before she does that, and I gotta go knock that sense into her.
If you need something, call me.
Will do. And I bound up the stairs 2-3 steps at a time.
Okay.
I am tall.
All right. Yeah. Summer is otherwise indisposed as you get up there.
So I, seeing what's going on, I grab something and just kind of chuck it at her.
Oh, so basically there's a scene from the movie Bound happening when like a ashtray just pops her in the side of the head.
Yeah, just hello.
Bam, which kind of immediately Gail's and the hands there and the face start turning a little bit more demonic and vampirish, and she's just like, what the fuck is going on, and sees you there. Summer?
Yeah, Summer just sits up suddenly, slightly, but very dazed, and her eyes are slightly off, and just going, "Oh, what? Huh? What?"
You should pick up your phone when it's ringing, especially when there's shit going down.
God.
Yeah.
If I.
And Summer's or Gail's rather, just
If I had a cock right now, you'd be blocking it like no one else I've ever known.
I do have one, and I don't fucking care. Here's your problem. I overheard some shit.
Cool. Okay. What?
Your little friend here might be drawing
Gail?
some attention.
Your name is Gail, right? Never mind.
She goes, what?
So, figure it out,
What
or
do
you're
you
not
mean
doing any of the
attention?
vampire fucking tonight.
What do you mean attention?
Yeah, and then Gail at this point just goes, what'd you say, vampire fucking? Gail, like, you see her face sort of return more to normal, and she just leaned back. She goes, what's going on?
Some dudes in the back were, they're friends of Gabor's, and they don't quite like you right now, so do with that what you will.
She sits there for a moment, and she goes, so you know who Gabor is?
I know a lot of people. That's kind of what I do around here
Jesus
and in this world.
Christ. Is it just the two of you?
All I know is casual acquaintance type of situation. We chatted tonight, exchanged some information. That's it. I overheard things. I'm coming up here to save a friend. That's it. Not my pig, not my farm. I'm staying out of it, but I'm giving you a heads up.
She just sort of takes a moment, and then, like, I don't know, Summer, what do you do?
Summer's like slightly holding her head, like lost quite a bit of blood. Her alcohol level is quite high, and she's like still high from doing a few bumps, and it's just like, oh fuck. How? Okay, I need a ruling here because I've been getting very, very, very different messages all night. How much violence am I allowed to do here?
Well, I think you might want to take this outside. What happens in the alley, I don't care. But I don't want to be associated with this. So go deal with it in the hallway or something, or in the back alley. I don't care.
Yeah, is there a baseball bat anywhere?
There's pipes. Figure it out.
She goes, there's also me. Gail,
Right.
she goes, how many of them are there?
I only heard two, but overheard two talking. I don't know who else is coming.
Sort of nods.
I was gonna like tell you this at some point, but we're always kind of like busy, and at the time, I'm good. I'm really good at this kind of stuff. So like, I don't want you to get like your beautiful outfit messed up or anything like that. So how about you like leave it to me? I can handle this.
She takes a moment. She goes, are you eye hunters? You're eye hunters, aren't you?
No.
She goes, first of all, she knows, or it's they for Ezra.
Yeah,
they know what vampires are. You don't see. I mean, you know who I am, but you seem like you're ready to go fist to fist. That screams to me, unless you're one of us, which trust me. And she just sort of licks her fangs a little bit, and she goes, "You're not." She goes, "I'm guessing you're hunters, and I know I know what you're hunting for me is not my death. Well, not a big death."
Look, just giving heads up. I don't care. I don't care what you think of me, what you think I am. I've got shit to do.
And she goes, I don't care, because here's the thing. If you are, like, you don't think a lot of us know and work with eye hunters? Because the difference between me and Gabor is I managed to make it so that, like, and she just looks straight in the summer and goes, have I taken advantage of you?
No.
Have I somehow done some damage to you?
No.
Is there any reason someone would come after me for the way that I feed?
No.
So, I don't tend to have a problem with eye hunters. Sounds like we may have a common problem.
Well, like I said, came up here, did some warning. Fine if it's a common problem, but look, I'm tired. It's been a long day.
She looks at you, Summer, and goes, "Do you think you're good to throw down with some vamps?"
Absolutely. And then there's just a small pause, and then she just goes, "Does you knowing that I'm a Night Hunter make this more attract? Does make me more attractive? You know, like an Angel Buffy. You know, like
She
that
goes,
kind of."
she goes, little bit. She goes, I like someone who I know is not going to break easy.
Right. We'll talk about that later. And like, just gets up, stumbles slightly from the wooziness, and
She
just
kind of
goes,
grabs you. You just like,
"So, about that baseball bat."
Yeah. I'm having such a good time with this, just so
Yeah.
you know. In case you haven't noticed me wheezing my ass off over here.
So do the two or three of you like come down the steps like quickly from the VIP section?
Yeah, I'm gonna just head out. I'm gonna let Summer get bearings, and then because I didn't throw the thing that hard, just enough to
Oh yeah, just knock her out of the reverie.
yeah.
Just
And then I down the stairs and kind of head backstage, and I have them follow me.
Okay. I will say, why don't we make it so that I'm going to refill my drink real quick, but while you're going, that both Morgan and Quinn both see them coming down, probably with a little bit of rush.
Yeah, I think that Summer was specifically going to go over to Morgan, put her hands on Morgan's shoulders, and like speak into Morgan's ears. It's like, "Do you have a baseball bat in your car?"
Um, and I kind of what is that? Tyra, I meant to give me like 5 minutes to that Uber job that I have.
She goes, "All right, yeah, I'll grab a drink."
Um, actually, I've got bag of holding as one of my aspects, so I want to kind of thinking of like maybe I'll have a stake in there.
Yeah, it makes some sense.
Can I request that we do our bio break relatively soon?
Why don't we do our bio break now?
That sounds good.
That
actually
would
sounds
seem
good.
to be a good opportunity.
I was thinking this is a good opportunity for a bio break. All right, tell you what, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right, 7:55. Oh, and let me take.
I deeply hope you all appreciate just how much of a good time I'm having with
Summer the hot mess right now.
Like I said, I love where adventure becomes almost derailed by other shit.
Yeah.
And like honestly, like this is the sort of stuff that like I deeply miss when it comes to a lot of other roleplay games.
Mhm.
Like, because the point, at least the way we're playing it so far, is not so much about the actual thing we're supposedly doing.
Look, that's what I love about masks. That's what I love about my Monster of the Week game.
Yeah. Well, if I hunt is simply about hunt the creature to get money and such, then you're missing out on the personal aspect. And the personal aspect is what makes it fun, and we're gonna find some for a few of the rest of you too. Maybe not tonight, but we'll be working with that depending on what the characters are into. All right. Yeah. So where were we? I know Summer had talked to Ezra or to Z rather or to Quinn
And
Morgan, sorry.
or Morgan.
yeah. And Quinn hasn't gotten talked to yet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone asked if Morgan has a baseball bat in their car.
And I handed like a steak instead from my bag of holding.
Looks at the steak, shrugs.
So I think that basically what you can probably, Mike. God, this is where the Cortex part of me is
Yeah.
like Fate. I'm still learning, but Fate and Cortex have certain things in common. What it almost feels like. Why don't you do, since you've got that, if you want to, you could spend a Fate point to basically create an advantage.
Sure.
Yeah, I might say you basically invoke that to create a advantage for a stake, which I will make a note
Sounds
on
great.
the board.
Got quite a few advantages
Yeah.
there.
Because I was always like unsure how to use
Yeah,
an
some of them
aspect
are
like that, and that's
some
how,
of them are not
okay.
as useful right now as others. Yeah, more, like a couple of these essentially won't matter as much, but you do have some that can.
Could we create an advantage that is just knows they're coming, like can get the drop on them or whatever?
Possibly, if someone wants to make a, would it be gorilla?
Do I
Yeah.
have gorilla? Let's have a look. I do not have gorilla. Does anyone have gorilla?
I have +1 gorilla.
I have organizer.
Are you getting the whole group together for this?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
you
organizer does have a bit of overlap with gorilla. Gorilla focuses on the external execution of the plan, where organizer focuses specifically on the health and maintenance of the group dynamics. So if you're doing stuff with the group, organizer works really well.
Yeah. As Quinn notices, he excuses himself. Apologies, my friends need me. Don't wait for me, but I would like to speak with you. And Quinn sort of, they have like one of.
He hands you his phone.
No. And
Do
so
add
Quinn,
me on Facebook?
adds him, makes the connection. I appreciate your gift if we don't see each other again tonight. Just, I wanted to thank you for that.
There are an unlimited number of nights left over. I'm not a vampire, but this is what I'm saying. Wink.
Quinn ducks his head with one of his, the mutual wink, wink, nudge, nudge before heading to find the others. Why do I get the feeling that the no stabbing memo got ripped up?
The shit turned a little differently than we planned.
Does it have anything? You'll forgive me. But might this might this have anything to do with the conversation I overheard you having with Gabor earlier?
No, that conversation's something different, but it ties to it. Like,
Oh no, that was directed to
no,
what's her name?
Oh, to
Summer,
Gail?
or-
The Gale.
Yeah.
And she goes, "You overheard that." Okay. Yeah, he's got some ideas of what he wants to do, but currently, he's trying to go a lot further than, frankly, anybody should.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's like sending some guys to like take care of you,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't be particularly bothered if we like uh
Kill
you
them?
know, yeah.
It's
yeah, I
easier
can
than me
say
doing
that
it by
you-
myself.
So we're allowed to, is what you're saying.
She goes, I'm gonna go on a big branch and I'm gonna encourage it.
I want to try to create an aspect with blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I will copy paste that in there.
So what does it look like when you create a blessing?
I
Funny because I keep going back to Unknown Armies, which I know is different.
like to think that I'm like taking out a little book of like quotes, I guess, because I'm using academic. It's a academics role. It would cost me 3 stress, which is a lot of stress, honestly.
Okay.
3 mental stress, I guess. Oh god. And it would have free invokes equal to the gift's rank, which is 1. It's a simple create an advantage action.
Okay, so yeah, so it looks like the biggest thing here is it just gives you a much more wide
Yeah,
thing than a regular advantage you might create.
but at a pretty hefty cost.
Yeah, that's definitely one you want to like crank up the
Yeah.
level for if possible, because right now it's just like it's almost cheaper just to create an advantage.
3.
Yeah, that'll be fine. As you, so what is
Yeah.
the aspect you are creating?
1 second, and I will. But we are strong, each in our purpose, and we are all more strong together. That's from Bram Stoker's Dracula. I felt like a vampire one would be appropriate.
That's deeply on the nose. Well done.
All right, let's say 1 invoke for that.
can I do a callback?
Yes.
I want to call back to our little trip to the movie set where we worked together to defeat that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd like to do that. Do I have to roll anything for that, or?
So you're using one of the callbacks from the selfies?
Yes, I am.
Oh, did I forget to put the selfies in here? Oh, I've got to put the selfies in there. Let me bring up the SRD real quick.
Okay.
Just to remind myself. Fate. SRD.
It's
'cause I hunt.
+1.
The beautiful thing is I hunt is actually in there. Games and products. I
I really need to start using the SRD.
Well, I put stuff in here, and I can't believe I forgot to put the selfies stuff in here. Selfies. There we go. All right, so what you're able to use for the selfies is this is the big mood, the episode selfies. Yeah, for that one you can marking big moves callbacks. You get a +1 on a skill set roll, just like you invoked an aspect, except instead of a +2. So it gives you a +1 instead of a +2.
Okay. And do I spend a fate point for that?
Nope, you literally just call it back.
All right.
Let me double. I do not believe you have to use fate points for your selfies, because I think that's the experience stuff. Until you spend it to change your character, that is something you can just call back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you have I will say, the movie set zombies, and I'll make a note +1 that can be used there. Ezra is ready. So what do y'all do?
Um, do you think he's gonna come himself, or is he sending his friends?
He's sending friends.
Yeah, she just goes, there's no reason he would come himself.
My big question is, so she doesn't react at all to me doing a little bit of magic.
Was what?
I can't remember her name already.
Gail?
Gail. Gail doesn't react at all to my magic.
No.
Okay. That's probably a good thing.
It's a vampire, probably. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me, I have magic.
Though it could theoretically be that certain kinds of magic are painful to vampires.
But yeah, the blessing doesn't do anything. Like, yeah, she's fine. All right.
So Quinn is gonna take out one of those, like, you know how you can get those like plastic self-defense keychains?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So like
that's adorable.
Like, oh, here's the thing. It looks like one of those, but it actually has a knife in it because Quinn is that sort of person. Do we smuggle 1/4-inch blades on our person at all times? Yes. You never know when you're gonna have to stab a bitch.
Sometimes you gotta stab somebody.
Especially on a job.
All right. So y'all heading outside?
Yeah, before we go out, I'm gonna look backstage to see if there's any spare lighting stuff that's light but can still, if you swing it hard enough.
Oh yeah, you want to find a couple of ellipsoidals on like a good, like I don't know, have you ever like handled like ellipsoidals?
No.
Oh, like the cord that goes from them is thick as fuck. Like if I wanted to swing an ellipsoidal around my head, I probably could. Now, granted, as a theater person, I would never do that because those are really expensive. But like if I was gonna grab an ellipsoidal and just like it would handle fine.
You grab one of those.
Yeah, these things like you grab one that is, it's fairly long and it's also got the shutter thing sticking off the back. So if those strike someone in the head, that's going to be a problem. Like they might bend, but they're going to hurt before they do. Yeah, you just kind of just grab one of these in your head, and it's also got like a clamp on the back of it you can grab hold of as you're walking out.
Quinn is also going to try to see like if he can find any like cord or something, less as a weapon and more like a tripwire sort of thing.
Okay.
Like it doesn't even necessarily have to be like audio cording, like an extension cord, like any sort of thing that like if two people held it 2 inches over the ground, it wouldn't immediately snap if someone.
I would have aux cords in my bag.
Yeah, if do you want to have either you or Cass make a great advantage?
Like, you gave me a heart attack for a second.
For what?
I thought there were 3 vampires we were fighting. I was like, oh,
no,
dear God.
I haven't actually put Gail Jordan into the... Gail Jordan's not a bat vampire, but I do have... So this is one of the good things about Foundry. What I was able to do, I created a bat vampire template. Where I just kind of like put the stuff on there, and then if I want to create another one, I just go, I'll copy this, and then I just add the specific things to that vampire, and I have all the rest of it there. So eventually I will have a bunch of the common types here, so I can very quickly create new versions of them, and then create things that are totally different.
So, in theory, since we're organizing and getting shit together, I could use organizer for aux cords?
Yeah.
All right. Oof.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, They got stolen.
Yeah, all of the basically like the aux cords you have. DJ Steve is like no, we still need those to play because some of the stuff got stolen last week. So like you're not gonna have the aux cords until after DJ Steve is done.
Oh boy.
Give me just a moment. I'm gonna write DJ Steve onto the NPC section.
Don't make him.
Okay,
Do not
DJ
make
that
him.
that amuses
current
me.
character now. I
DJ
insist.
Steve.
Because that name is so bad, we can't just use it once.
Fuck you, DJ Steve.
I was just like DJ Steve. It's like oh this guy's gonna suck.
Ooh, sorry.
Bad
My team
news,
scored.
Ira.
If someone's good at like social stuff, maybe they could talk to the bouncer down there.
Oh,
Ooh.
that probably could be something that Quinn does with Grifter.
Okay.
Just because, it's the sort of thing that, like, it's technically, like, it's that weird sort of, like, half-truth. Like, I'm not gonna tell you, like, that we're hunting vampires because this dude's a vampire, but, like, I can tell you enough of the truth to spin it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Quinn is gonna go find the bouncer.
Brian, that wall of flesh that was like between the VIP section and the main floor, is just sitting there, just looking like there is a wall that walked away someplace.
A human-shaped hole in a wall somewhere from when the stone girl golem emerged.
I think there's actually like a VR game where as a wall comes at you, you have to like make the thing like a cartoon to like go through the wall.
Oh, like Wipeout?
I think there is one like that.
I know the game that you're talking about. The only reason I know this is because it's a virtual reality game from a Japanese reality TV show.
Oh, is it?
And
Yeah.
basically, like, it's one of those, like, similar to Wipeout, and Wipeout may have even taken this minigame from them. But, like, you have to do these increasingly weird challenges, like, running up an oiled slip and slide. And the last one is you have these, like, foam blocks coming towards you and they have like shapes cut out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is you have to fit yourself into the shape so you don't get knocked over. But anyway.
Check something for me. I just threw tokens out there. I'm changing it so that your name is always displayed. See if are you able to do anything with those tokens?
I can't.
I can
They're
click on
called
it.
New template.
Oh, I can move mine. If you
Oh,
If you-
yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, new template. Yeah, if you want to go into the edit token or just the token menu, you can. Like Ezra, I put yours there. If you just want to open those up and put your name, so if you click those, hit token. I put the always for everyone under display name, so that just anytime someone can see you, you show up. And I'm going to do that with the templates I've got.
Okay, how do I edit this?
Yeah, so basically just double click it, your character sheet will show up. Then click token. Under
I
token.
don't see token at all.
Oh, you don't have token on there?
No.
So if you open up your character sheet, one of the things doesn't say token.
Nope.
All right,
Nope.
I will change it.
I was like, I know I saw it in Alien.
That might be a permissions thing. That'll take me a second to, summer, update token. Because really, beyond that, that's the only thing that's really... Morgan. All right, tokens are updated. Let me go to... Let me have this. And let me make that bigger.
Okay, and I can move my tokens, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, so you got your
I
tokens.
was really hoping for a second that Gail's icon was Spider-Gwen, and now I'm disappointed.
I think they're
I'm
making
sure
a
it's just like a
Spider-Man.
generic NPC icon. But
Yeah,
like,
that literally is the generic NPC icon. I think they're making a Spider-Gwen movie, which I am hoping.
So when I click on my name,
Mhm.
it just pulls up my character sheet.
No, it should. Are you able to move
Okay.
it, though?
Yep.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, you don't have the token up. But the only thing I needed from the token was to show up your name all the time. Beyond that, nothing. The other options for your token are disposition, friendly. Well, you're a PC, so yeah. Really, that's an actor, link actor data. That's really the only thing. So, yeah, nothing else for token you need. The changes I've needed to made are now permanently made.
Okay.
So your names will always show up. All right. What do y'all do?
I thought we were on the main floor.
Backstage.
I just put those in there because
Oh, okay.
I just pulled those out of the character sheets to. I want to double check. So yeah, you are on the main floor. The VIP areas are up above, and you got the doors that will lead out to the streets.
And Quinn was talking to the bouncer, I think.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know, there might be some problems. We're trying to head it off, but oh my gosh. You put it on the sheet. I shall refer to the thing. Please tell me what you are trying to. I still can't freaking remember our NPC's name. I'm sorry.
Oh, Brian, the bouncer?
No.
Oh, Gail.
Gail. I keep wanting to call her Gwen now. See what you've done.
Sorry. Sorry.
But you know Gail, right?
Yeah. She's here all the time.
I overheard her having a disagreement with someone earlier, and it seemed to, be okay, but it may not be so okay.
The fuck?
My friend Ezra, I think Ezra came up here a little while ago, right? Ezra overheard some shit, and Gail might be in the middle of it. I'm hoping we can deal with it. And nothing's happened yet, but
who's the problem?
Some people are mad at Gail and might be coming after her.
Where are they?
They're not here. That's the thing. Like, it could be nothing, but given how urgently Ezra was feeling about this, and I know Ezra pretty well, if there's a problem,
yeah, he's
Ezra's a pretty open book.
Is everyone else together?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of sees it, goes, walks over and goes, Brian just goes, yeah, what's the problem? Gail, you guys someone have a problem with you? And she literally just looks at him and goes, Brian, I think we might have this. And he's looking at all of you. I'm assuming nobody here looks too, beefy. And definitely from the pictures you chose. He just goes,
No.
I can talk to whoever it is. And she's just like, I think we have this.
I think Gail overestimates us.
But the thing is he kind of stays near you. So what do y'all do? Yeah, and Gail sort of turns and very quietly just goes, if you know how to fight us. Brian is going to learn some shit he doesn't know exists. And he is not going to be ready for. Which of you wants to tell him he's about to try to punch a fucking vampire?
I guess I'll do it.
Ezra, I'm pretty sure that was the rhetorical question.
Beautiful.
No, that's so great. What do you do?
I got this.
What do you do?
I pull Brian aside and go, look, we've got this. If we don't have this for some unforeseeable reason, we'll call for you. But I don't think this is something you really want to involve in. Plus, there's a really scummy guy at the bar who kind of hits on chicks, really creepily. I would go keep an eye on him and let us deal with this. If something comes tits up, we'll call for you.
Make an overcome to see, are you going to keep Brian from maybe trying to get himself involved and
yes.
make it hurt real bad? Oh, wait. Oh, this reminds me. How many of you have seen Near Dark?
Your what, sir?
Lexa, do you know Near Dark?
Near Dark?
The movie Near Dark. All right.
No.
Catherine Bigelow, who directed The Hurt Locker, who was the first female to win an Oscar for The Hurt Locker. She directed a film early on that was essentially a Western vampire film with most of the cast from Aliens.
What the?
Like, the group of vampires was Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen, Jenna Goldsmith, and another guy. And
How have I not seen this movie?
Have you seen it?
Is it a horror movie?
It's kind of horror, kind of like a Western vampire. It has a roadhouse scene where they go into this roadhouse in the middle of nowhere and kill everyone. That is like the best vampire scene I've ever seen.
Huh.
Okay, so I'm just saying, like, he would go get himself near dark. If you have not seen Near Dark, I don't know if it's on a streaming service. It is one of the most amazing vampire films you will ever see. I think. It's got Bill Paxton. Like one of the vampires gets shot. He's a new one. Gets shot in the gut. He's like, "Oh God, he killed me." He goes, "Oh, look at you! Look at you!" And literally puts a finger in. He goes, "Oh, you know what? Take a seat. Let me take care of this." And he's just like hops up on the bar. If you ever have the original vampire books, there is a picture of that Bradstreet drew. It's Bill Paxton's vampire, where he's sitting against a bar with a shotgun over the shoulder, and I think like a jean jacket and a bunch of like stuff on it, and sunglasses. There's an iconic thing from the original one that is exactly from Near Dark.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I would see Near Dark if you haven't, because it is so good, so good. And also, have you seen the television show Heroes?
Yes. I saw until it got bad.
Oh, the guy who became president, who was the one who could fly.
Yeah.
He's the one who gets turned into a vampire in Near Dark.
Nice.
Yeah, Near Dark is amazing.
All right. So am I rolling for influencer?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so he's just like, "I'll be here if you need me. You let me know what you need."
Thank you.
And Brian is like, he's left the VIP area kind of open, and he's like standing a few feet away from your group. What do y'all do?
So where are we going to be fighting these guys? Are we going out the back?
Well, yeah, they're out in the streets, so I don't know if you're going there or you're going somewhere else.
I would rather not trash yet another establishment that I have recently found myself in. I don't work here, but I might want to come back.
Not again!
I had a job here. I'd like to come back.
She's like, "I did work here tonight."
I would like to go outside.
Give me just a second. I'll be listening. Tell me what you do.
So I handled the bodyguard. So
Did one of you accept a job for this, or are we doing this pro bono?
This is pro bono.
This is more. The way Quinn is thinking of this is that if we get Gail on our side, she's going to probably be the best avenue we have to doing this properly and quickly, and not in a particularly, M&M jar over a zombie's head kind of way.
Yeah,
not in a have Summer sleep with the guy and then arson his house.
Yeah.
Let's have arson be like Plan F.
Let's always put arson towards the back of our plans.
We're not going to take it off the table entirely, but Plan F.
Summer looks at Gail and just says, "Oh, you bet it's pro bono," and then just does like the eyebrow raise. Finger guns.
All right, what do y'all do?
Quinn sighs and says, "At least someone's gonna get some action tonight." I was hoping it was going to be me, but guess not. Guess we're killing vamps instead.
Can I just bring out the point? Y'all are monster hunters, and look what's happening.
Ezra,
We have to hunt monsters. Damn.
Yes.
Do you know if there's a back door?
There should be a back door.
Oh, there's definitely a back door. You got one kind of back here. Oh no, X. You got one back here. You'll also have like another exit out here for like trash and stuff, and then through the offices.
There's not one behind the backstage where the DJs are for people to bring their stuff in. There we go. Because I don't want to haul a lighting thing through the club.
Going to the office would
As
be
someone
pretty
who's performed
conspicuous.
in a lot of bars over a lot of years, I have definitely been leaving while the DJ is showing up. So yeah, they're like, the front door is a problem because people are coming in through the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah, back door. That's where stage ninjas and performers come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of do the little head tilt towards the door and make it known that that's probably where we should be going.
Naira will be safe here, right, Ezra?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with her? Because she's like all those people, like everyone else. Like Naira, she's just like, what's happening?
I have an idea. Have you ever done any music before?
I was in chorus in high school.
Okay, cool. So you know how to read sheet music. All right. So reading the tables up there is kind of like that. Everything corresponds to a part. Why don't you go help DJ Steve?
Make a would that be influencer?
Sure.
I gotta make a note on Naira. She was in chorus in high school. I did not know this about her until right
Why
now.
would you inflict DJ Steve on this innocent, naive, sweet person?
I just deeply love that we have run with this clearly off the cuff, inconsequential NPC.
No. So no, I'll be honest. Here's the thing. NPC that did not matter a moment ago can be super important.
Yeah.
I have done improv since 1995, so I will like if someone is interesting and fun and we make them important, like in a heartbeat.
Just waiting for
It's kind of how one of my D&D party decided to adopt a baby mind flayer.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for several sessions from now, finding out that Brian is now an eye hunter because of us.
Well, let's see. Lexa's character had a girlfriend in a different game that, like, or close to that, where because I decided to make her nervous about it, she's just like, I love her. She's adorable. Because she was complete. She had a huge knowledge of swords and was so excited about a sword that Lexa's character had that she just got really nervous.
So I'm just going to say, like, hey, go tell DJ Steve that I sent you up there just to kind of learn the ropes. And if you ever do want to take a class, I do teach music, so...
+4. Yeah, she goes, yeah, sure. And she's kind of like looks over at Morgan and then just sort of heads up and is like, and you just see this thing like, and she's like, and then he just goes, do you just give him a look? He goes, and he kind of grabs the thing and just like puts the headphones on her and she's just like, and then just puts the.
Ezra, do you have some
Yes.
stuff that I could bring out with me?
I have a backpack with some stuff. I
Yeah.
guess some stuff went missing, but we can see what's in there.
My Uber job is totally helping out DJs.
Totally.
Wink.
Totally. It's like Uber plus plus plus.
Yeah.
All right. So
All
I'm gonna start heading out to the
All right.
back.
You go out that back alley.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to move yourself, whoever's going to the alley, if you want to move yourself there. If you are not going into the alley, 'cause the alley runs like by the side of it.
Question:
Yeah.
Is there so in this side alley, is there a fire escape that goes up?
Yes.
Cool. I want to climb that and try and create an advantage of me being like above, so I can just literally jump on them.
Make a roll for is athletics one of them?
Yeah, let's go with
Yeah.
that. Where do I see the results of that?
5.
That is a +5.
Oh, +5. Well, that's going to be succeed with style. Succeed with style means like 2 invokes, I believe.
Dope.
Up above. All right, so we've got our quite a few different. I guess I do here. We have quite a few different invokes and such available. All right, so what do you all do? You got the 2 of them that are out front waiting.
Someone needs to go convince them to be here. Not it.
Yeah, Gail just goes, I got it, and kind of goes and like undoes the thing and just like get yourself so she looks sort of like she's drunk, and then she staggers out in the street a little bit, and then like goes back like she's about to throw up, and the 2 of them start heading down the street, and they are. I'm going to go ahead and place them in the alley. They're not quite in the alley yet, but they are going to come around. All right, and all of you are ready. So let me know what you do.
Just so for a little extra bit of surprise, Quinn he hasn't lit it yet, but he's pops himself down on like the back stoop and is like pretending to light the second half of the joint they were smoking earlier.
One thing to remember is these are 2-star vampires, so you need at least 4 above them if you want to go ahead and grab you basically need to overcome with a 4+ to grab the edge from them, because the edge starts with the monsters. This is one of those things. The weird thing this does is this puts which one's tiles? This one. It kind of treats everything a little bit different. Oh, that looks like shit when I do that. It kind of treats everything a little bit differently. That'll be fine. I'm going to put this directly into the monsters. You can take that with an overcome of 4, because they are 2-star vampires.
Not too bad.
All right, so as they come around the corner, like basically y'all have got since you all are ready for it, you have definitely got. I think what we'll do here is I'm going to use what is the Marvel Heroics Sentinel Comics initiative, which means it goes to your group. You can pass it off, and you can also pass it off to let's say if all of you go, and then you hand it over to them, they will go. Then they will probably go again, and then hand it off to you. So I will give you so basically it's like you can hand it off to someone. If you hand it off to one of them, and there's only 2 of them, then like they might go and then pass it off to one of you, or both. If both of them go, then it's all of your turns, and then at the end of the turn, whoever's the last person to go can pass it off for the second round.
Sounds good.
Yes, I guess if everyone's okay with it, I'll go because I think I can get like a bunch of aspects to try and get the edge off them.
Okay.
Because you're above, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm gonna try and like take them by surprise by jumping down using that aspect, and also I have been drinking all night, so I'm invoking Liquid Juggernaut as well.
Nice.
So that's just is that just a straight +4? I have to roll.
Well, I'm saying roll first, and then you can go ahead and invoke.
If I'm jumping on them to try and like get into the middle of them and split them up and stuff, is that athlete or fighter?
That actually sounds more like athlete to me than fighter.
Okay.
Murder that roll.
Just
Um,
+5 plus the other 4 because I've invoked 2 aspects.
So I'm gonna have them roll their athlete.
Oh,
Wow.
oh.
Okay, so one of them has a +0. The other one has a +4. Are you invoking any?
So yeah, I was above them, so that's a +2, and then I am drunk as shit, so that's another +2. So that's
So you. Oh yeah. So some of those.
9.
So some of those are. The first one is here. So the above them is you get one invoke there.
Yeah.
So that is a free one. The other one costs you a
Yes.
fate point, and I'm assuming that's just on.
Say again.
I'm assuming that's just on the second one. Do you want to split those among those two? So if you want to do so that takes your total up to 5, a 9. How do you want to split those between the two different vampires?
So is it 5 above to get the extra? Because what I'm doing
3.
at the moment is trying to get. So do they both have the edge?
No, right now they have the edge, but the thing is they have to use it. So it's one of those things where they have to choose to use it, at which point they can't use it again unless they spend the refresh.
Right. Can I? Because this was trying to take it away from them. Is this?
So you're creating an advantage?
Yeah, I want to try and.
Oh,
just
yeah.
get the
In
edge
that
from them.
case, yeah, you have created the advantage, and
Cool.
the edge is now with y'all. So who do you want to pass it off to?
So someone jumps between them, separates them, surprising them. I'm passing it off to who's the next best fightery person amongst us?
Gail?
Gail.
Yeah, sure.
Probably Gale. Quinn isn't very good at fighting, but he is good at not getting hit, which may also be useful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I will say let's let Gail kind of go last, just to make it in the group, just to make it like she's an NPC hitting another NPC. It'll be more fun if y'all do it first.
Because of the way you're all lined up, if I shove one of these vampires towards you, the first person it arrives to is Quinn. So
Perfect.
Okay, so now that you have the edge, this is what happens. So if you want to use the edge, it rolls 3 fate dice plus the edge. In order to use it, you get 1 free use as long as the old user got a chance to use it. Now, this is the very beginning, so I'll double check that later. But for right now, I'm going to say, since no one had a chance yet, you have taken it. We don't have to worry about the old user having a chance to use it. You get 1 use for free, which lets you roll. I think everyone should have in your macros like an edge die.
Yeah.
So if you want to use that to attack one of them, you can.
So the first thing that Quinn is going to do is doing a little bit of self-compelling with smartass. And so when Summer has sort of chucked this dude into Quinn's lap, Quinn is gonna grin and say, "Hey there, handsome. Come here often," before just straight up clocking the dude.
Okay. So you're doing an attack? All right, make your... This will be a fighter roll. Now, do you want to... Did you want to use the edge die? You muted.
Damn it. Yes, that is a thing that I wanted to do. So
yeah,
how do I do...
So if you look right next to where it has the players, do you have a little folder?
Yep, I've pulled up edge die. Do I just...
Oh, yeah. Just click on edge die and then roll that with your fighter as the bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, it just takes a fate, right?
Yeah, it'll say modifier. You get 1 free use as long as the other team hasn't used it yet. Yeah.
So-
Your fate were -1, so you only have a 3. So he will make his roll. Oh, yes. So as you come at him, he's actually just it sort of stopped. Do you have the stake in your hands?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to invoke that for a +2?
Yes.
right, so
I
yeah.
would like to not be in negatives right now.
So the stake right now, you have your free use of the negative. You have your free use of that, which means let me do this. I need to do a
So
thing.
that 3 becomes a 5 then, correct?
Well, you're
Yes.
actually.
So the 3 becomes
Oh,
a
wait, yeah.
5. The free use has happened from your stake. So now you have a 5, which is a +1, which means as he kind of grabs, like at the last moment, it goes a little bit into his chest, but not enough to actually hit the heart. You will do 1 point of physical damage to him. And let me just double check. He has. Oops, let me alter this real quick. Because he will have, actually. What's his athlete? +3. So he has an extra 4. All right, so he takes he'll end up taking 1 point of damage as it goes into his chest a little bit.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is a thing that I can do or not.
If you want to spend fate points for other stuff, you can.
So I wanted to invoke fuck around and find out to try to
100%.
sort of pin him there.
Spend a fate point. That'll do 2 more points of damage.
So that way, so we're sort of and also what I wanted to sort of try to do is to keep him from pulling the stake out again. So if someone else hits the stake for a second time, it's ready in there and it's in position.
All right, so yeah, he's got a 3 on there because of the thing with the stake. So that is going to, I'm going to put 3 more points of damage to him. So he's like, ah! As he sort of goes, you see parts of his flesh start to almost fade and sort of flake away as he's taking damage from the stake that is fairly deep in his chest as he's fighting to keep it out. He basically 1 more point will kill him. Who do you want to pass it off to?
Let me look at the map. So I from what I understand,
do you have a combat tracker thing on your thing on the right?
Yes, now I see.
aha, okay.
Okay, so yeah, so I put Summer's gone, then Quinn's gone. I just put 10, 9, and then I'll put the going in. These are the ones left over. 2 of the vampires, Ezra, Gale, and Jordan, and Morgan.
Okay, so I'm passing off to Ezra, who grabbed some heavy lighting equipment, if I recall correctly.
Uh-huh.
All right, Ezra, what do you do?
I think I'm just gonna kind of swing the lighting equipment and just kind of at the guy.
The one that
Got staked.
Yeah, the one that's been mostly staked. Are you gonna just hit him in the back of the head and just move him in and just stake him completely?
Yeah.
That'll be awesome. Make your roll.
Fighter?
Yep. All right. Do you? So at this point, do you have anything you can invoke? Because he's got the +3. I think you have. Did you make a?
I have the movie set.
Yeah. So the movie set zombies. We're gonna go ahead and use that one. That'll give you +2. Can you get another at least +1? Or no,
My
that
spell?
gives you a +1.
Yeah.
Can you get a +2?
The Stoker quote.
That'll only give us 1 though.
No.
That would give you a +2.
Then I'll take that then.
All right. So, the free invoke has been used for the Stoker quote. Yeah, what that's going to do is that's going to push him further on. You've got him most of the way on the stake. He is fighting it. And then an ellipsoidal, as a theater person, this amuses the shit out of me. Ellipsoidal just goes, and just hits him in and just... And you see parts of him start to fade as he just drops to the ground. He'll have the stake still in him as he drops to the ground, because I think you just had the one on the stake. But yeah, he is he's in a bad way. Who do you want to pass it off to?
I guess it's
not in a bad way. He is dead.
I guess it is going to Morgan.
So I don't have shit in the way of attack skills, so I'm going to try and create an advantage. I want to try and look for, because this is a pretty seedy bar, there might be something on the walls that's maybe not.
Remember, you are in the alley.
We're in the alley right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there might be something in the alley, like a ladder or something that's not really affixed properly.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking of trying to use investigator.
Wait. Oh no! So here's the beautiful thing. Technically, you still have one invoke from the up above, so you could grab the ladder that Summer took up to go, shunk, and maybe like pop it down onto that vampire to you're creating an advantage.
I love it.
Okay.
What would that skill be then?
I think athlete probably. If you're trying to grab it and then shove it down on that vampire, so they're a little bit trapped. Oh no.
Oh, that might be. Yeah, that was definitely a reroll.
Oh yeah, you're using a plot point for a reroll, or a fate point rather for a reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the aspect that we just used
for
a reroll instead of a +2 because, yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to create like that sounds like pinned?
Yeah, sounds good.
So many dice. I love the automated dice. It really pleases me.
So pinned, one invoke. Are you passing it off to the vampire, or are you passing it off to Gale?
Let's pass it off to Gale just in case.
Yeah. So Gale comes forward, just hits the vampire who is down there. We're just going to use that invoke. So we'll say she's pinned. She has done some damage, but not taken out the vampire that's there. Which takes us to the beginning of the next turn. Then the vampire goes. So what that vampire is going to do has now been freed. Like, hits Gale, knocks Gale back a bit. And then, because, frankly, the biggest danger right now is... Oh, God damn it. That's weird. I got to change to the different thing. Basically comes after Summer. And just a lot. And he's got the claws out. Sorry, let me check one thing, because you may actually have a little bit of your thoughts before 100 blood drinker. Oh, yeah, nope, does not have a specific extra damage thing. So yeah, is going to slice at you. Has got a 6. So what do you want to do?
6. Oh god. So is this a situation where I can fight back, or is this a dodgy situation or blocking?
Basically, what you're doing now at this point is doing a defend of some sort.
I would like to be very dodgy athletic and just constantly just try to avoid all of this guy's shit. Almost dancing around him.
Okay. Let me just check this real quick. So with the edge dice, let's just do this. Point. Once you have it, to tell how much it actually costs to use. I thought it was more than one. If you want to use the edge dice again, you can, because you still have it, but it'll cost a fate point.
Okay. I have lots of fate points, so I'm going to spend one. So, if I click the edge dice button, does that give me the opportunity to also plot, or do I have to do that?
If you defend well enough, you can actually do...
Oh, there's the modifier.
Some damage. If you succeed with style, you actually... When you stop, you can seize the edge, you can create a boost if you have it.
Ooh. Wait, is that... Oh, I got -2, then 2, and then a 4. Okay. I'm going to. I'm a roller skate waitress. I can fucking dodge forever. So I'm going to re-roll that.
I have dodged plenty of creepy motherfuckers.
That's better.
What'd you get?
7.
All right.
So you got 6, right? So I don't die.
Yeah, so in that one, if you're succeeding, if you're succeeding with style, you can stop the attacker advantage for success. You also seize the edge as you flip that shit. So you basically, as he comes at you, you just... he is going to, because shit's fucked, it's just him. He is going to pass it back to himself, as he is going to attack you again. As he keeps going at you.
Asshole. I'm gonna spend another pay point to do the edge and do the exact same stuff. 7.
All right, you now, basically, you still have the edge, but you actually want to have a boost if you want to use it. He passes it to you.
Cool. So can I be between him and the entrance to the alley so he doesn't actually get away?
Yeah, as the fight happens, sure.
So while I'm doing all this dodging, that looks quite pretty, I get an opportunity where I grab, say, the like a post or something, or just the wall, and I'm gonna kick him so hard. Hopefully, he just goes flying back into the rest of the group.
Okay, you're creating an advantage.
No, I want to hurt him, but also
so you're doing an attack.
Yeah. I'm going to use the edge dice.
Spend another plot point.
I'm also going to spend a plot point for Liquid Juggernaut because I'm very drunk.
Oh, you have a lot of fate points.
I do. Also, you need to absolutely deny me alcohol a lot of the time, otherwise I'm going to abuse Liquid Juggernaut.
The thing is, Liquid Juggernaut lets you do bad decisions. I love when you make bad decisions.
I'm just gonna love it if you go and kick him and he just dies from the kick.
Oh, was that me? Oh, that was you.
That's all right. 7.
Oh no! Yeah, so you got 3, which will do 3 points to him. Let me do this real quick. 7. Yeah, he's taking some damage. He gets kicked backwards. Who do you want to pass it off to?
Ooh, can I add a +2 to that now, or is it too late?
No, if you want to spend another plot point.
Cool. My date, my vampire date, this is very dangerous, and danger is hot.
Oh yeah, yeah. So basically, like the physical stress. There's like 2 left.
That's 9.
Who do you want to pass it off to?
Quinn.
Quinn.
So this vampire, if I understand, is currently somewhat incapacitated from both being trapped and being stabbed a lot, correct?
Is hurt. Like it's hurt pretty badly. Like it's got basically 2 health left.
Okay. So yeah, Quinn is definitely trying to attack.
All right, make your roll. Oh, they got a +3. Do you want to invoke anything to?
So I think that we are going to pull a page from Alexa's book and continue to invoke fuck around and find out.
All right, so that takes you to 4 against their 3. Do you want to? You could also spend another fate point to use that stake, because the stake got the free one, but you can still grab it and use it.
Oh, I can still grab it and use it again?
Yep.
Then yes. I'm gonna burn all my fate points to
just
finish the job.
Falls and just like dies. You've now got 2 dead bodies in the alleyway. And that sounds like a good place to end it for the night.
This is so much fun. I am so glad I randomly decided to join up with y'all to do this.
Good thing that wasn't like when Brian comes out to like, what's that? Oh God.
Yeah, I'll make a note in my notes. Like, yeah, you all just yeah. So this isn't Buffy. So you have 2 dead bodies of vampires in the alleyway. Which the thing is you also have Gale to help take care of. But
Yeah.
I'm
So
pretty sure that these are not the first dead bodies Gale has encountered in her life. I'm reasonably confident of that.
I was like, for a moment, I was like, oh shit, and Steve and Maya are on the other side of the door.
Yep. All right. That's a good place to probably end it. Do we want to go around and we can go through the thing here, tell people where we can be found online? I'm Michael Matthews. I can be found at Improv GM on Twitter. And if you're here on Twitch or if you're watching on YouTube, it's Improv GM on Twitch. I am Michael Matthews Jr., Mikel Matthews on TikTok. If we want to go around, we can start from Cass, Kierst, Lexa, and then Z.
I am Cass. I am Cassie Moiser at Twitter. On Twitch, I am Abstract Halo 13, and I'm Abstract Halo on TikTok.
I am Kierst, or Kirsten Bishop. You can find me on Twitter at Kierst. You can find me on Twitch at /Kierst. You can also find me every other Friday, 9 p.m. at twitch.com/ oh god, what is it? I have story beats, and it's a really annoying way to actually show it. It's ST0RY_B3ATS. Just follow me and I will host.
It's story beats, but it's leak speak.
I mean, it's not quite full on leak speak, but almost.
It's close enough.
Like, you can either follow me on Twitch and I'll host, or you can look at my link tree on Twitter.
All right, for Lexa and then Z.
I'm Lexa. I don't actually use social media, so I might make a Twitter if at some point I ever decide to. If anyone wants to be like, hey, Lexa's cool, just do it on Michael's feeds, and Michael will tell me that's fine.
I will pass it on to Lexa.
Yep.
So I'm Z Bowditch. I'm really only on Twitter. You can find me at Fandom Junkie Z, where I yell about whatever I'm upset about at that particular time.
Hockey
right now
often.
it's you. Right now it's usually hockey and being a angry queer disabled person. So if those sound like interesting things to you, come on and pop by. I really don't stream or do anything else besides this. This is, yeah. Find me here every Tuesday. Find me at Twitter pretty much at 4 a.m. and no other times.
Oh yeah, as a heads up, if you do follow my Twitch, I stream me crocheting, and then when Diablo 2 Remaster comes out, I'll probably stream that and then Diablo 4. But other than that, that's all I stream.
Sweet.